what the heck is going on here? So I see this leak and I go to change out the T-connector, and it turns out that is not a T-connector. No, it's a check valve. And I went to price it and it's like 10 bucks. So get a load of this. So if you replace the check valve, the hose, and both check valves, the hose that connect it to the nozzle, you're looking at close to 100 bucks. That's right, 100 bucks for, you know, the two check valves, the hose, and the nozzles. So anyway, I bought the check valve. So here it is. It's a check valve. It's not just a T-connector. And I guess it just came apart right here. I looked at it real close. I took it apart even. I pulled it before I, bought the new one. And it's a check valve, all right. So the fluid flows through here, and until it gets to the other side and hits the check valve, then it goes up into both nozzles and sprays the windshield. And there's a reason for that. It's because of the headlights. So as I was demoing this problem, as I was setting it up for the camera, you can see I have water all over the place. That's because the headlights were also sprayed. And they get sprayed every 2 or 3 cycles. So if you clean your windshield wipers, if you clean your windshield off using this sprayer, how about that? Then every 3rd or 4th cycle, the headlight washer will also come on and clear the headlights out. So anyway, that's one of the many reasons for these check valves. So I went ahead and bought 2. I went ahead and bought the left and the right. You can see this is a L shape for the driver's side, and this is a T shape for the passenger side. So we'll just go ahead and pull the hoses, pop those out, and I'll just show you what they look like. Alright, let me just pull this one off here, and I'll show you what's going on. So that's off. So as you can see, it's just a catastrophic failure. The thing just cracked. Which reminds me. So being cheap, I always bought this 99-cent windshield washer fluid, and it just had the benzene in it and water and blue coloring, I guess. I don't know. Probably not even any soap. But anyway, and now the stupid things are practically $2 a gallon. So I don't even go with this stuff anymore. Yes, I have some left over. But anyway, I recommend the Rain-X. Now, I never used Rain-X before because I didn't like the way it coated the windshield. They used to have this treatment. You could put Windex on your windshield and you wouldn't even use your wipers. The wind would just blow the rain right off. And however, after a period about a month or 2, if you actually ran in the rain 3 or 4 times, your wipers would start to skip as the dirt built up. So that was really crap. But anyway, the windshield washer fluid from Rain-X is very good, and I highly recommend it. I know it's a lot more expensive, but this stuff has gone from dirt cheap to ridiculously priced. So you might as well use a good quality windshield washer fluid and spend a couple extra dollars for it. I highly recommend it. So let me show you something with the washer nozzle, which is also 10 bucks. So anyway, the hose that connects the check valve to the washer nozzle, it really doesn't come out. You have to remove it, and you practically destroy it. You're either going to destroy the nozzle or you're going to destroy the hose. So anyway, you're going to need a new piece of hose if you buy a nozzle, and you want to make sure you don't have a leak somewhere and you're not spending the 10 bucks on each nozzle when it's really not the problem. Alright, there is no right and left. There's only through and up. So if you blow through the hole, it'll just go straight through either side, so there is no right and left. And then when the whole line is pressurized, that's when the check valve opens so that both nozzles will spray at the same time. So you just reinstall it real easily. Put your hoses back on. Fun stuff. Now the other side. So in my case, I really didn't have to pull both sides, but I'm going to. And fun stuff. Alright, well I actually have to use this body panel tool here to get this off. Now it looked real easy, but I got it started. I mean, I just couldn't get it off with my fingers. It was just too tight in here. So anyway, just, you know, don't bust the hoses. My next tip is to make sure the hoses are fully seated. It turns out this is pretty high pressure, and that's because the whole line has to be pressurized before the check valves will open. So you need to make sure that your hoses are in good shape, they're not dry rotted, and that they are installed correctly. All the way on. Alright, I'll end the video. I'll show you. This is the broken one. So I took the bottom off, and you can see it is in fact a check valve, in case you don't know anything about check valves. And there is the diaphragm, or the disc if it was like you know, power plant or something. So anyway, pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, so it looks like as the line pressurizes, it pushes the check valve open. So these lines run about halfway through. You can see where the top of the check valve is, about 1/3 of the way through the line. So as fluid goes through the line and the system becomes pressurized, then it forces the check valve to open, and then that allows the fluid to come out the nozzle. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool stuff. There's your spring and your plunger, your disc or your seat, your crack when you have to replace it. Anyway, thank you for watching.